We get a Leona again! Hey, who takes two supports? Really? Come on, what is this? Like, what? This is super annoying. Look at these roots! Look at this zone and this CC bullshit. You got Jervin's Arena.
It's not letting me. Oh.
You got Frozen Chicken's Wall. You got Varus's root. You got Leona's root stun. And you got Lickety Doodah here.
Yeah, they got CC for days. That being said, a Kog'Maw Lulu is just really toxic.
That's bringing back some classic gameplay in League of Legends. They have had some interesting picks. Is that still a thing? Is that a thing that people do?
There's not a whole heck of a lot of mobility on any of these champs. Like, I mean, which makes me wonder with all this CC if there's even a point. Like,
I guess you just tank it with
Kog'Maw isn't going anywhere. You can stun him all you like. He's not moving. Like,
yeah. And not crazy damage, I guess, from Anivia's team.
I was about to say, Kog'Maw used to have some of the highest damage of any.
Oh yeah. That's like when you when you take 0 points in mobility, 0 points in survivability, like put all of your points in damage.
He's a fucking turret. He just stands there and shoots. I honestly gotta say, he's one of the most fun champs to play and one of the most frustrating champs to play, because when he goes well, he goes very, very well. But when someone decides to focus him, and that's an interesting point. Look at their team. Who's the dive? Who's gonna take down a backline Kog'Maw?
So what's his name? Catfish. His ult.
Who's their assassin?
Who's their mid laner? Well, Anivia, I guess. Jarvan for jungle. So he just like drops a flag and goes in? Like their wombo is amazing, but as long as Warwick's team doesn't goof up that much, then they should be fine.
They're beefy, I'll give you that much. I mean, the squishiest person on their team is probably Anivia, and she has her stupid egg. Good skins all around, though. A lot of Anivia.
Yeah, we have seen a second game with Anivia today. Second game with Leona. Second game with Ari, I think.
Yeah, but that's to be expected. Second game with Ari, because we're playing with the same team. And they finally wouldn't let Proto take Fids.
So I think we've seen a bunch of champions pick twice, but not 3 times.
Definitely loving the skin choices. That Anivia skin is gorgeous.
Yeah, Riot does some really beautiful skins
30
lately.
seconds until minions spawn.
Follicle. Oh my god.
What?
Follicle.
Follicle. I know. I'm just so mad. Wait, it's a Pugmaw skin that looks like a Rottweiler. That's crazy. It's a bug that looks like a pug that looks like a Rottweiler.
Yes.
I'm so confused right now. My head hurts.
Yeah, my head's starting to hurt because I've been watching League of Legends for 5 hours.
Oh gosh. Too much League.
I think it would be really interesting for people to compare the differences in play between games at the start of Clash and games at the end of Clash, just because it's a lot of League.
It really is.
Like at a certain point, you're just kind of hoping you'll lose, so you just drop out of.
Yeah, I've done Clash. It's like, oh my god, third game. You're just like, wow. Caster height. Punch going ham here, way beyond the creep line.
Yeah, I know nothing really about the top matchup, but I'm giving this to Guarantee just because I'm terrified of poppies most of the time.
Yeah, poppies can be real bullies.
Yeah, poppies can be downright offensive.
And go Team Shorty. We got 2 Yordles and a Kog'Maw.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna give bot lane to this one just because to red team, just because it's been a while since I was scared of a Varus.
Oh, you haven't played enough League then. His root is super annoying, and his harass is quite good. Plus, Leo onto Kog'Maw is, yeah. I want to be that Leo in that situation.
Okay. Maybe I've misjudged the matchup. We'll have to wait and see.
Well, you want to lay out? There we go. There it is. Didn't quite get the slow with his arrows, and actually forces the flash. Well, point 6. Leo had some regrets there, although she didn't wait for a shield. So that was a very early engage. And she actually goes back in on this miscommunication with Varus! Flash out from the pug! The shield! He looks out! And now he's trying to trade with Lulu as Varus, and he's got to walk all the way out. She still kills him! Oh my gosh!
This is disgusting! Oh my god! I'm gonna give that one to Lulu.
That was
all Lulu.
fantastic
And look at
work
the
from
pressure coming
Lulu.
down on this turret. Look at all those creeps. Oh my god.
What a wave!
That was all Lulu. I mean, there was some footwork on the pug. The pug's choice to back out there and not.
A
try to
good,
get
right at the
kill.
very beginning of that, I think, in that first trade, I think Varus did his little, what's it, is it his E? The Hail of Arrows? And,
Yeah.
I think he actually missed. I think, Kog'Maw was out of the Hail of Arrows, so he wasn't slowed. And also Leo kind of trying to psych him out a little bit and going in before she had her W, but then taking a lot of damage limping away because she didn't have her shield. So really greedy on Blue's part and got punished hard for it. Still a close fight.
I want you to remember, Kog'Maw has Caustic Spittle, which shreds 25% of armor if it lands. It's a skill shot.
Oh,
but
Uri in trouble mid here.
But it can definitely make Leo a more attractive option than other ADCs would have against her.
Okay.
Because normally I'm like, I'm not going to go after a Leo, she's super beefy and tanky and blah blah blah, but it shreds 25% of her armor, which basically
Pretty good
makes
deal.
it the same as, yeah. So going after Varus, obviously you want to go after Varus because he's the one doing the damage, but you actually do have a viable option of actually killing
Two doing pretty well at top, and there's that Hail of Arrows again. They're gonna try to cut out Leo, and Leo, I think, making a bit of a mistake. They're trying to back out. Again, that's a moment where it's like, you will not survive. They will not let you leave. You know, they're not gonna let you walk out. You may as well try to get damage. You may as well try to land the CC.
I also want to mention another ability, just because Kog'Maw is one of my favorites, even though I don't actually play him much. He has Bio Arcane Barrage, which increases his attack range by 150. So if you think you're going to outrun him, if you are running from out of melee range, you are going to have to run very far indeed before he has to start waddling to catch up to you.
Mm-hmm. What do you think? I'd love to try, like, Yumi with him sometime.
Could be interesting. I mean, Lulu Kog'Maw is the classic.
Yeah, it's for good reasons. She can help him with mobility by controlling the flow of the lane, speeding him up, shielding him, poking people to peel a little bit, Poly to peel a little bit, the R to help him out if he's in a bind. Like, it just does a lot to enable an immobile hyper carry.
Jarvan coming in to try to fix something on bot lane.
I think it's too late. I think the snowball is in. A 201 cog, man. Just over 7 minutes.
Yeah, I mean the gold differential. He has almost 1,000 more.
Guaranteed goes down. I haven't seen a lot out of the jungle yet.
Jarvan sniffing around, looking for a pick.
He'll probably be seen by the ward here.
Yeah, Kog'Maw is just controlling these creeps.
Mm-hmm. And Cog has ult. First in bot lane.
Yeah, but Cog's ult is less helpful in situations like this.
Alright, get to Rudy. A lot of very even trades and a lot of lanes. Just bot's such a blowout. Proto waiting to see if they cut out just a little bit further. They're not going to do it. Oh, is he going to go? Oh, that was close. Alright. Wow, they just melted. Force the flash from Leo. Probably not really strictly necessary, I don't think, there. Still there, X?
Yeah, I got lost in that encounter. I definitely gotta say, just going back to the creep farm, something I need to learn to be better about is using my abilities to farm creeps. I tend to just hoard them because I don't want to run out of mana.
Okay. Oh, and Proto immediately cycling mid.
There's a Nivea flash. Jarvan going for Rifty. Not much going on top.
Well, here's some of that fatigue setting in for some of these players as we're talking about it well into the third game here. Both players have won both of their games so far to reach this point. A lot of sweat, a lot of effort.
Do they play for Clash?
What's that?
How many games do they play for Clash?
3.
Where's the 3? So this is the final?
Yes. This is for the this is for first place in this Clash bracket. If they win all 3, then they're the best of the best for the players that formed this Clash tournament. All teams play 3. It's just like if you lose, you go to the losers bracket. If you lose twice, then you fight to be the the least losest of the losers.
Oh, that was a bad call on Lulu's part.
Yeah.
Bad call.
She actually. Oh, she uses her ult and flashes out. Oh, unbelievable.
Saved her. Oh my god.
Yup.
Oh, Varus saved her. Sorry,
Warwick,
saved
yep.
her bacon against Varus there.
Pugsy, the Odal as well.
That was incredible. That was an awesome play on his part, and that definitely... I mean, they would have won anyway. They would have secured both those kills, even if he hadn't done that, but deprived Varus the gold to be sure.
Proto's macro again, so good. Right place, right time. Dragon's right there. Wants that fight. I don't know what Jarvan's doing, but it wasn't anything to do with dragons. Perfect shield from Lulu there to block Rain of Arrows from Varus. Misses her Q though, and Pugs that. I was gonna say that's not a Q you want to miss.
But again, like, don't underestimate the Pug. Look how big a chunk of damage it took out of Jarvan on that.
So this will be Blue's big play, and you can sort of predict what they're going to do here. Actually, switching up a little bit, Jarvan just goes to get vision control. They're not even really committing enough to this to take the turret. That's... Okay, when I said... when I said it's going to be kind of obvious what they were going to do, I thought, like...
That would have been...
That's because there was only one good move. I didn't assume that they would take one of the bad moves, which was, oh gee, I'm going to go grab 2 wards in an empty dragon pit and kind of like wander away. They got nothing on that.
Turret plating will fall soon.
Plates.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be dramatic and say that's going to cost them the game, but I will say it certainly brings to mind the particular caliber of what we're playing with right now. It's indicative of the kind of player they are.
I feel like they had to do something now. Like, the momentum of the game was starting to be against them. They had just finally won a fight in lane. They had a chance to use... Oh, okay, so this is good for them. Gosh, Warwick is such a stupid champion. Almost pulled something out of that anyway, but we're a little too late to make it to mid. Oh, decides to try to trade, but not enough damage in time.
Got CC'd by something, I think.
Well, Blue's starting to look good. Taking the kill lead, taking the gold lead. I don't know.
I'm not just looking at the gold spread. I'm more confident seeing it on Kog'Maw and Warwick than I am on Anivia and Tom Kench.
That's fair.
Although Anivia may well provide the burst required to take down a fed Kog'Maw.
I just want to see the CC that Blue brings in a 5-on-5. That's what I'm looking for. I think that's going to be very telling about the way this game goes. Leo with the overextension here, I think.
Leo.
Sorry, Leo. Varus is not going to follow that up.
Not the right call at that time.
And there's a situation where she's not on the same page with her ADC. With an EZ or a Lucian maybe, they could dash in and follow that up. Varus is not going to be there for you.
And Jarvan coming in.
Oh. Okay. TP from Red. Here's Poppy. Top lane to the bot lane.
thinking about a dragon fight.
Is this the only gonna go down again? Forced to flash out. But Jarvan in a bad spot.
And Warwick started dragon while everyone else holds.
A little bold, but I think it's gonna pay off. Luke can't engage on this. They can't snipe it, they don't have range. Varus maybe. I don't think Blue can win a fair fight at this point. If it's even, they've won a couple of straggling fights, but...
I'm sorry, but I watched Kog'Maw unleash on that freaking Jarvan, and it was hysterical. The ability to just
Instant flash out from Anivia.
And
Yep. Cannot leave that Kog'Maw alone. And you're right, at the very beginning of the champ select, you were saying they're not bringing in assassins, so...
yeah, you need to have either an assassin or like some hard team-wide CC, like a good Leona ult for you to ult everyone else and then focus Kog'Maw after you've waded through the front line. That might work, but you need to have an
Serath, Jhin, something to reach that back line. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to have an answer to Kog'Maw, and doubly so because they fed him early game. So now he's a serious threat. Like if you stomp him early game in bot lane, he's a hard carry. So if he doesn't have the gold, he's not gonna be able to bring the damage to bear later.
And Warwick has been a fantastic distraction running interference for him. Very disruptive in the front line. Does a lot of damage, knocks you out of the way.
Blue team's turret has been
Very hard to kill.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
That's it, Tom Kench in the top, grabbing a turret.
But Blue still does have the gold advantage. I mean, I know you and I are kind of saying that Red has it in the bag right now, but Blue still does have the gold advantage.
We still haven't seen that 5-on-5 is what I'm holding out for. I want to see that CC come out of Blue here in a tight space.
However, I will mention maybe that'll happen on the next dragon fight because that's soul for Red team.
Yep.
I know,
Proto
I
showing
know.
outstanding objective control this game.
Blue got rift once, but Red's gotten every dragon yet, so.
Oh!
Oh my god!
Okay, so that was bad for a variety of reasons. So one is like you generally don't want to dry fire Leona's ult. You generally want to have some kind of CC down before you drop it because it is fairly easy to dodge. It has such a long lineup. But of all things you're trying to hit, it's an Ari. The god queen of dodging, like
Yeah, I'm not convinced this Leo has great champ mastery. She doesn't have a million champ points, so put it that way. I love how they're huddled around this turret with literally half a pip of health.
Red team's turret.
Sometimes with Leo it's enough just to fake out with the E, just to like get them to burn a dash or a flash, and then hit them with the R. But like you generally do not want to lead with R. Red getting some vision control here.
Poppy is not present.
Push her top lane out. How is about a minute to soul? So trying to get her top lane pushing, I think, because that next, by the time that crashes, you're looking at us dragon fight.
Alright. Huh, Kog'Maw Kog'Maw does have cleanse. That's an interesting choice. I guess to get out of the CC.
Yeah. I mean, looking at that lineup, CC's an obvious concern.
Oh my god, I really want to watch Kog'Maw unload because he has a frickin'. Let me see. He has a Kraken, a Hurricane, and a Caustic Spittle passive, which increases his attack speed by 25%.
Well, here we go.
Poppy is not present.
Cog getting everything they could possibly want there, still at maximum health.
No, Warwick's down.
Yeah, this is... They gotta be so careful, trying to keep their distance here, and oh, not well enough.
I don't know where that fight went wrong.
Losing Warwick was big. Being as strung out as they were, they had a lot of damage coming out from Cog early, but they reached a point where they were stretched too far, and Cog couldn't safely unload damage anymore. Like, you called it when Warwick went down, and suddenly Cog was like, well, either I step up to do damage and I die, or I stay back here and do nothing.
Yeah.
I honestly think they should have just run at that point. I don't know that meant much.
Looking at the kill distribution,
Just stay and die.
Red team's #1 priority should be keeping Kog'Maw alive.
Yep.
Nothing else matters.
Yep.
He has all the kills, he has all the damage, like...
Just peel for Cog.
Peel for Cog.
Okay, here's a fight without the Cog. Cog on the wrong side of the wall. Here's their ult. Leo looking for the flank, trying to slow them down. She is seen. Oh, big ult. That's a good spot to dry fire an ult. They're against a wall, can't dodge it. This is big for blue. This is very big for blue. So I mentioned all this time wanting to see blue get to the point where they could do a 5-on-5, and it's showing their strength in the late game. They're kind of tanky. They've got a lot of CC. Kind of hard to crack this nut with 180C.
Early on, we're like, this is definitely Red's game in the bag, but now that we're getting to the team fights, I don't know.
It's a whole different game.
How long does Baron last? We got Mountain Drake coming up in 2 minutes.
Kind of surprised. I'm not seeing a timer on that when I select somebody. There we go. No. Huh, okay.
Just to note that Tom Kench has teleport, Poppy does not.
Oh, Warwick caught out big time. Forces flash from Lulu.
Red
And here
team's
comes
turret
the
has been
siege. This is possibly a bit of an overextension from blue. They're going to be under turret for quite a while here, and Cog is going to punish this Leo pretty badly. They do get turret, and they might just be able to back out here cleanly. Oh, actually, they won that sufficiently. They think they could stay and take inhibitor, and indeed they do. Here comes Warwick to try to chase them down, but they've still got Baron buff, and yeah. Lulu pinging Drake is up. Is Blue gonna back, or are they just gonna go straight to Drake here? Leo's still kind of low on health, but Varus and Jarvan looking strong. Again, Blue does have Baron. Setting a trap. Pretty... Oh, they assume that Blue is backed. They assume that Blue backed! Hog on the flank. Hog blast cones into the river. Stays close to Warwick. Poppy supporting over the wall, but not enough. Warwick goes down. I don't know about that blast cone from Kog'Maw. Ix, you with me? Okay.
Yeah, I think this goes to blue.
Yeah.
I don't think red has the damage to bring down that much tank.
Yep. Unfortunate.
I just don't think red has the damage for it.
Not just the damage, but the ability to protect Kog'Maw either. There's that might be the first root I've seen from Varus. That was weird. Didn't see much from his ult. Yeah, and that's it. GG. Or not. Desperate last stand here.
Nice wall from Anivia. Yeah, I'd be very curious to see how damage plays out because I just am not seeing the damage needed, especially because everyone keeps targeting Jarvan because he's the one that's out in front, even more so than Leona, and I'm just not...
Yeah. Okay, under charge here, this could be good, but I mean, again, you're just not seeing... I mean, look how... Blue just doesn't care. I mean, you just saw that was a situation where it was like, it seemed like red is like, okay, we collapse, we fight, and blue's just like, eh. Are you attacking me? Like...
Look at the health they walked away with. Yeah, I would be very curious to see how damage plays out from this because, I mean, I don't know if it's Kog'Maw's fault or Ahri's fault, but there's just not enough damage coming down.
Oh, Varus misses the root. Okay, that's good.
Gold differential is incredible.
There goes Cog. Alright, kind of running the wrong way there. I don't know what's going on with that.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Kog'Maw gets stopwatch. Not a bad purchase. Big dive from Blue
Ahri
here.
is not doing any damage. I don't know what she's building, but she is not doing jack shit against Jarvan. Is Jarvan building magic resist?
Inhibitor has been destroyed.
Yeah, so again, you have the situation where sort of like Ahri and Lulu are sort of doing similar like speed up, dashy, dodgy, utility kind of stuff, but just they need damage. That said, I find Blue playing this in a very greedy way. Leoneses. What? And Lulu takes down Varus. They are fighting this to an absolute standstill. Oh my gosh. Then, okay, he's gonna try to save. Yeah. Save base. Okie dokie. Sweep, sweep. That was very interesting. Flew too confident.
But now we're just gonna get creep swamped.
Can I, again, as we look at what Red needs to do to win this game, they have taken a single turret all game.
Where did they go wrong? They were crushing it early game.
It was fairly even, I think, with the exception of bot, where Cog was doing well. But we're seeing they have a lot of answers to Cog in the teamfight stage. And I think that's where it all went wrong.
I am really... Ari is having a shit game. I am not seeing anything good out of Ari. And Poppy is not...
I wonder if that speaks to the strength of Anivia. We've seen 2 Anivias this evening in 3 games. Anivia's strong right now.
Next Dragon's Soul, whoever plays it.
Yep. I think you don't even contest. I think whoever goes Soul, just the other team goes Baron. But Blue may just try to end here.
There's a 10k gold differential right now.
Yeah.
That cannot be ignored.
Varus flashes in. Exciting. Blue is, look at Blue's health. Oh my gosh.
Leo ult on Cog.
GG. Oh, it zones them into their base, and Nivea being such a twit.
Wow. Yeah, that is not bot's fault.
No, bot played that really well. Just not enough peel potential. Let's see. I don't know if you noticed, Proto says, but my comms broke.
Yeah, look at Kog'Maw's damage.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, Poppy's damage is bad. That was not a good game for Poppy, and I would argue also was not a good game for Ari. I think the only person who had any fun on red team for that fight was Kog'Maw and Lulu on bot.
So he couldn't speak.
Oh my god, look at
Wait, we have one more?
score. Look at Blue's vision score. Leona with a vision score of 83. I didn't even notice the wards. Holy crap. Okay, I don't care if we have one more. I'm bailing. It's super late.
Yeah.
I'm done. Alright, this was fun. We definitely got to do this again.
Okay. GG. I'll see you around.
Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.